Buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz says my phone. Oh my goodness, I'm knocking over stuff. There we go. Okay. What's up, David? What's up, Peter? All right. So I'm gonna go for the hair. And I can't really stream for long today, so I really need to work on the website. So, just a quick one. Big thanks to everybody that donated yesterday. I got the all the pallets emailed out. I actually forgot I had an additional color variant version too, so I ended up sending them those for the non-metallic metal color guides, because it's essentially, well, it's a little bit different. It doesn't have the axe heads, but it has like different shapes on it too, so it's weird. But I think that was like an additional thing I was thinking about putting out at some point, and then I just forgot that it existed. Of course. Has done her with white hair, but I'm thinking like very punchy magenta is going to be more fun, so we'll see what it ends up as, but that's what I'm building up for now. So we're going to be going up to more of a yellow. No, so Peter, it's not. I haven't put him back up. I mean, it's on the list now that we were talking about it and everything yesterday, so on the list of many things I need to do. yeah, I've got the full page one, and then maybe I had them. I don't remember. I feel like I printed a couple, but I think I was like testing the way that they would look. I'm not sure. I don't remember the full story. But I really do feel like I had some. But that was so long ago, you know? That was many farts ago, as they say. From one big can to another. Yeah, that's fine, Peter. I'll just resend you the same, like I'll just send the same email I sent everybody else to you, so you'll get another copy of the, like, you know, whatever. Dealio. Periodic table of color, is that it? The whatever, I don't even know. Alright. Yeah, Sydney was supposed to have tomorrow off, and then she realized like her week was gonna be pretty easy, so she's gonna end up working tomorrow and Friday, so that way she can get weekends off for a while until that cycle gets all messed up yet again. That'd be cool. Back that down real quick. Oh, the guides that you got yesterday? Well, I am glad you like them. So I hope it makes sense, because I realized after I sent that email to everybody, I didn't explain like how they should be using the non-metallic metal guide, but essentially, right, if you have it printed out, you literally like position the miniature that you're working on to like fit within the guideline, and then you just copy what you see. So I mean, I feel like that's a little bit straightforward, but it may not have been, so I don't know. And then, yeah, I was just explaining before you got here, I didn't realize I had all the alternate color versions that I was working on too, so I'm glad I could at least get those out to people, so that way you have like a big weird assortment. Thank you, Peter, for the donation. I'll send you all the PDFs. Nice. Yeah, I know the people that have gotten the non-metallic metal color guide in the past have been able to use it pretty easily, and it's one of those things, so like it has the very easy variant, at least with blades, of like one end being darker, one end being brighter, and then beneath that is where like the more advanced version is, where you have like the triple reflection, and there's no difference between any of that other than just like whatever, you know, your aesthetic choice there. And then you know, as you do that, you should be able to pick up on you know, different variations based on the shape, things like that. So it's something that it's kind of like going to train your eye to be able to figure it out a little bit easier. Let's go down the middle of this one. I want to structure the hair like really crazy with the reflections, so, or highlights, whatever. draw. Oh, you know what? I need, well, first of all, sorry about that. Get that in focus. I need that one color. We used it yesterday. How do I always play this game, guys? It's like I don't learn. Oh, there it is. Succubus Kiss. Like good taco. Well, okay. So when I make tacos at the house, right? I get the flour tortillas that you have to cook, and if I'm crazy hungry, because the tortillas are so good, right? Like I could put barely anything in them and just continue to eat the tortillas. So I mean, I don't know, a ton, a literal ton. Yeah, real tacos. I don't think there's. That question is just like, well, how much time do you have? That was the lamest. Well, it wasn't super lame, but whenever we did the Airbnb here, I took everybody to my favorite taco place, and literally they sold to like a different person 2 weeks before we all went out to eat. It was so. I was just so upset, man. Let me give you. Hold on 1 second. Then over here, just so I don't forget, Peter. I'm gonna do this right now. Should be getting a copy. You're getting a copy of the non-metallic metal guide, and then 3 color variant sheets, and then a digital periodic table. And you should be getting that email right now. There you go. Right. Too many windows, not enough windows. There we go. What am I here? Hold on. Oh, okay. It sounded really weird coming through my headphones. Just disappeared. How did you get the map to work the table? I just sat there thinking you worked with David Blake. So again, I'm not exactly, like, there is probably a direct, like, math answer with how the table is structured, right? So, because there are so many columns, so many rows, whatever, but the actual answer, right, is, now I don't know is the first real answer, because like I said, when I was laying out this idea, it went from, when I was figuring it out, it was like, okay, so I have this idea, let me see what it would look like, and then as I'm like just sort of playing around is when that shape, like that whole layout came to be. And I'm trying to think what was different. Oh, I didn't do the grays. So like the cool gray, warm gray, and neutral on the right hand side, those three columns I didn't have. And then I don't think I had, I don't remember. I think I only had about like maybe 2/3 of the whole chart, like in the first go round. And I started figuring like, okay, so really how many colors are there? And splitting the colors between like 4 stages between a color transition, divided by it's either divided or multiplied, right? It interacts somehow, that number, with the number of columns per row. And then what I would do is I would just like literally sit there and be like, okay, so complementary color to this red or this magenta is probably going to be something green or like teal, and I would count it out until I got to a color that I felt was relatively close, and I'd say, okay, so that was +8, and then I would pick another random color, so okay, purple, and then +8, oh wow, all right, or like, you know, so really it was me just kind of seeing how that worked. And then like, okay, how do you make an analogous color? How do you, you know, do this, that, or the third? And then just kind of like adjust it. But once the chart was in place, you could figure out like, okay, if you want a complementary color, since there's 4 stages between each color, and there are 4 different major colors that it's split between, right? Like, all of it would be even. And then I think the only ones that don't get you that, like, jumping that far are the ones that land in between. So that's why some are like, add 2, subtract 1, like different things like that. But yeah, so like, long story short, I got lucky in that the way I just initially laid it out ended up being like the correct number, right? If that makes sense. Because it came together way faster, like the actual functional part came together way faster than I expected anything to. So now one thing I've been doing now, that is too wet, so that was dangerous. One thing I've been doing recently with hair, because if you have a part, the part in the hair is always going to be catching a lot of light. What I'll do is I'll connect one side of the head that I'm assuming is getting a little bit more light, and that will, those highlights will connect to the middle part of the hair, and then all the hair to the other side of it then is outlined on its own. So it kind of sections everything out and kind of tilts the light in one direction or the other. And I feel like it's a good little trick. But, so, like I was saying, this side on the left, it's sectioned out into its own little thing. Structure's so weird. by structure, of course, I mean like the volume of all the different strands of hair. Just because of the way I'm highlighting it, it's all hitting really oddly. Which is fine. Keeps things from being boring. Other than watching me do it, right? What's up, Will? Yeah, we're working on this miniature that my friend Holly had made. And it's of like her little, well, I guess her D&D character is what she said, right? But it's like her little painting avatar slash like logo too, type of thing. But yeah, so she's like, it's a holly decorated armor, so she has like holly in her whatever, her hair, her horns, and then on the sword there, the knees. See ya. The consistency of the paint's really good right now when I have it on the brush, but it's drying really fast on the palette, so pretty annoying. But I have the fan on, so that is why that is why that is happening. What'd you just say, boy? What is? No, I do keep prefacing this anytime I work on this mini that this is not the retail version, so this was like a very early copy that she got. So this is a 3D print that she did, and there is some banding in it, but not anything that's going to be super obvious. Amazing how thin the pigment is like this, right? Because it dries immediately. And so I just keep going back to build it up. Every time I build it up, it increases the saturation. Okay. Cool. I really like that. So, and I want it to be magenta, so we're gonna go a little bit brighter. And then reglaze it. What I want to do, I'm going to grab black. I'm going to darken up some of the other bits here. Because of how I painted the skin and the hair, I know that I don't need to. I'm really not going to utilize the zenithal at all for the rest of the parts of the paint job. I can get away with being more illustrative. So that is what I will do. Just wanted to check my contrast and everything. But I'll be finishing up here for the day pretty soon, like I said. I have a ton of stuff to do, so I'm just gonna cut it short to hopefully get some of it done. Cool. I like that contrast now that we have everything else kind of darker. This should extend more. You always notice little things after you walk away from it. Yeah, I need to get the shop updated, the Patreon shop updated, the miniatures for the next Patreon classes, that stuff announced and updated. Gotta do a lot. Like I was doing earlier, right? And I'm just expanding upon the structure that I slopped on so loosely as you render it out further. not sure how much brighter I want to go either with the hair. Let me see what, so just for instance, it's this plus this. Actually, I'll just add a bunch of white over here. Worthless. This color is trash. Okay. Not what I was expecting. It's over here. But let's see what it looks like. It may not be noticeable because of how thin I've got it. Should we do an eyebrow? We can test an eyebrow. It's an easy enough fix. Yeah, let's see, so... Okay, let me try that again. There it is. Now, of course, I've applied that super bright color towards the front, so I'll let that chill there like that for a second, and then I'll reapply to fix. But I can use the little new mix here on the other brow to really test it. Okay, so the color is much better there on that left brow. The right one's looking a little dusty. A little dusty. But whatever, we can adjust. All right, so let's do a little test on the left one here. I just want a really dynamic color that looks like very saturated and very bright. I mean, that looks pretty good, actually. I'm cool with that. There's a lot of layers in that color. Very neon hair scenario there. Totally fine with that. Alrighty guys, so like I said, I really couldn't do much today. But that will be it for me. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow as we finish up Gandalf and start another Lord of the Rings mini. Here he is right here. And that'll be it.